But, Paishajasena, on the very day I heard it, I was entirely, completely enlightened into unsurpassed, perfect, and complete enlightenment. Paishajasena, this Dharmapariyaya is profound. Hearing this Dharmapariyaya is rare. Paishajasena, the arising of Tathagatas is also supremely rare. Paishajasena, those who uphold this Dharmapariyaya are also supremely rare. All those who hear this Dharmapariyaya will be fully and completely enlightened in unsurpassed, perfect, and complete enlightenment. Paishajasena, for 1,000 eons, they will overcome cyclic existence. They will attain the perfectly pure Buddha field. They will also thoroughly understand cessation and the path. They will be well suited to thoroughly know the source. They will be well suited to thoroughly know the place of virtue. They will be well suited to directly know and thoroughly know the place of virtue. They will be well suited to thoroughly know the place of virtue and to thoroughly know cessation. Paishajasena, why is it called cessation? He said, Blessed One, the meaning is that it is a place of dharma. The Blessed One said, Paishajasena, what is a place of dharma? He said, Blessed One, what is called dharma is the engagement in enthusiastic perseverance, the guarding of ethics, and possessing ethics. It is called a treasury of dharma. Blessed One, this is the arising of a dharma treasury. The Blessed One said, Paishajasena, that you thought to pose a question to the Tathagata on this topic is good, very good. He said, for what purpose do Tathagatas arise in the world? The Blessed One said, Paishajasena, those who are possessed of much learning and highly knowledgeable know the arising of Tathagatas. Once they know of the arising of Tathagatas, they know the arising of Tathagatas to be a source of happiness. At the time when Tathagatas arise in the world, sentient beings know all dharmas. Through skillful means, they know the dharmas. They know mundane and supramundane phenomena. They know the mundane and supramundane wisdom. He said, having realized wisdom itself, what nirvana do they seek out? The Blessed One said, Paishajasena, once they have thoroughly understood the dharma, they thoroughly know the dharma. Paishajasena, similarly, once they have thoroughly known the holy dharma in a condensed form, the first attainment arises. Keeping in mind the dharma just as they have heard it, they will attain the possession of dharma. Paishajasena, it is as follows. To make an analogy, a man became a trader, took 1,000-man load of gold, and set off seeking profit. His parents say to him, Son, listen, take this 1,000-coin load of gold. Carry well this gold of ours and of others. That trader carried away the gold, and by the time a month had passed, he had squandered all that gold. After it was gone, the man reflected and became extremely unhappy. He was pierced with great agonizing pains in his heart. He was filled with remorse and shame, and did not go to his own home. His parents heard of this and fell into despair. Their hearts were pierced with great agonizing pains, and even their clothes were torn. This bad son was born into our household in the form of a son, and also destroyed our household's entire capacity to sustain itself. He has been useless to us, and we have been made to suffer. He has forced us into work as servants. Speaking thus, they lamented. After his parents had fallen into despair, they died. Then, hearing that his parents had despaired of him and died, the son also fell into despair and died. In just the same way, Paishajasena, although the Tathagata explains these matters, those who have no faith in my teachings will lose hope, and at their time of death they will die with their hearts pierced with great agonizing pains. Just as those parents fell into despair and suffered because of the gold, and had their hearts pierced with great agonizing pains because of their own and others' gold, in the same way too, Paishajasena, those who have no faith in my teachings, afterwards at their time of death, are tormented and cry out in lamentation. They experience painful feelings, and after they have wasted the merits they previously created, they do not later create the merit that is associated with a good field. Because they have great agonizing pains piercing their hearts, at that time, at that moment, once they have seen the ceaseless cruel places of rebirth in hell and as animals, and the realm of rebirth in the world of Yama, at their time of death they will think thus, who will be my protector so that I will not see the worlds of hell beings, animals, pretas, and Yama, and so that I will not experience those painful feelings? That one's parents will say, Child, the greatly terrifying thing, that is illness, cannot come about. How could that be? Although those who are dying fear sickness, in your case, son, there is no death. From the fear and terror of disease, you will be set free. My consciousness is ceasing. My body, too, is badly damaged. All my limbs are in pain. I am coming to see my death. My eyes do not see, and my ears do not hear, nor will anything reach my nose. My body has no endurance. My body is pain from limb to limb. Just like a tree, I am mindless. Saying my death is not nearing, Mother, please just cheer me up. The mother said, Son, it is not right that you say that. Do not frighten me so badly. Since your body is racked with a plague, you will see all sorts of things. The son said, But I see no plague in my body. I have no sickness and no pain. I see extremely unbearable death. My beloved body will be destroyed. Since I have seen my whole body overpowered by suffering, to whom will I go for refuge? Who will be my protector? The parent said, Son, a deva must be punishing you, but if offerings are made to the devas after that, you will recover. The son said, Whatever will make me recover, I ask you please to do just that. Please go quickly and make haste and make inquiries to the priest. At that, his parents went before the altar of the deva and gave incense for the deva. Then the priest offered the incense to the deva and said the following, The deva is punishing you. Therefore you must honor the deva. Sacrifice to the deva. Kill livestock. Kill a man too. And then your son will be released from his illness. At that, those parents thought, But we are poor. What can we do? If we don't appease the deva, our son will die. If we are to appease him, since we're poor, from where will we get a person and livestock? With these thoughts, they made haste and quickly went home. They took the few household items of any substance that they possessed to sell in order to buy livestock. After that, they approached another man. Sir, if you could give us some gold on loan and we're able to pay it back in 10 days, that would be good. But if we are unable to pay it, we agree now to become your servants and do work. They said this, and then the two of them carried off that gold and went to buy a man. The two of them bought a man, but that man did not know that he would be killed. At that, the parents became confused and did not return to their home. Instead, they went before the altar and said to the priest, Quick, make the sacrificial offering. Then the two parents killed the livestock themselves, and they also killed the man. Then the priest, intending to make the sacrificial offering, kindled a fire, and at that the deva descended and said, I have accepted your son. Then the parents overflowed with joy and elation. If our son is cured, even if we become servants, that is far superior, they said. After making the sacrifice to the deva, they returned home, and when they arrived there, they saw that their son had died. At that, the two parents, suffering and in deep despair, were pierced through their hearts with great agonizing pains. With their hopes dashed, they died right there, and in just the same way, Paishajasena, one should not associate with non-virtuous friends. He said, Blessed One, may I ask where those sentient beings were born? The Blessed One said, Be quiet, Vaishajasena, do not ask me. He said, Blessed One, I ask. Sugata, I ask. The Blessed One said, On that occasion, Paishajasena, the mother was born in the great hell called the Hell of Lamentation. The father was born in the great hell called Crushing Hell. The son was born in the great hell called Hot Hell. The priest was born in the great hell of Avici. He said, Blessed One, where was that innocent man reborn? What was his future life? The Blessed One said, Here, Paishajasena, that blameless man was reborn among the devas of the heaven of 33. He said, Blessed One, what was the reason and what was the condition for that man to be born equal in fortune to the devas of the heaven of 33? The Blessed One said, Listen, Vaishajasena, that man at his time of death, with a mind of faith in the Tathagata, said one time, I prostrate to the Buddha. Vaishajasena, due to that root of virtue, he will experience the happiness of the devas of the 33 for 60 eons. For 80 eons he will recall past lives. Life after life he will be free of all painful sorrows. As soon as he is born, he will ward off all sufferings. Those sentient beings are all unable to fully overcome sorrow.